Space feels like the most fundamental part of reality, an endless stage where everything exists. The what if space itself could disappear? Not collapse, not expand but vanish completely. The idea sounds impossible, yet modern physics suggests that space is not a permanent structure. It may be something that can change, evolve, and perhaps even cease to exist. Space is not empty. It is filled with energy, fields, and quantum activity. Even in a perfect vacuum, particles appear and disappear due to fluctuations. This suggests that space is not nothing, it is an active and dynamic system. According to general relativity, space is part of spacetime, a fabric that bends and curves under the influence of mass and energy. This fabric can stretch, compress, and even form extreme structures like black holes. At the center of black holes lies a singularity, where our understanding of space breaks down. Here, distances lose meaning, and space no longer behaves in any recognizable way. These regions hint that space has limits. One possibility is that space could disappear through vacuum decay. If the universe exists in a metastable state, it could transition to a lower energy state. This would create a bubble where the structure of space is completely different. As this bubble expands at the speed of light, it would replace the existing universe. Inside it, the concept of space might not exist as we know it. Everything would be transformed instantly. Another scenario involves the collapse of spacetime itself. If the forces that maintain its structure fail, space could lose its continuity. Distances would no longer exist, and positions would have no meaning. Without space, objects cannot be separated. Everything would either collapse into a single point or lose all structure entirely. The idea of location would disappear. Time is linked to space. If space disappears, time may vanish as well. Without space to define motion and change, time loses its foundation. Quantum theory suggests that space may emerge from deeper processes, such as quantum information. If these underlying systems fail, space itself could dissolve. In such a scenario, the universe would not explode or fade, it would simply stop having a place to exist. Matter, energy, and even particles would lose their framework. Observers could not witness this event. The disappearance of space would eliminate the possibility of observation. There would be no perspective from which to see it happen. The concept of before and after would also lose meaning. Without space and time, there is no sequence of events. The disappearance is not something that happens, it is a boundary beyond which nothing exists. Some theories suggest that such an end could give rise to a new form of reality. A different structure, with different laws, might emerge from the absence of space. Others propose that the disappearance of space would be absolute. No continuation, no transformation, just the end of existence as we understand it. Today, space itself disappears would mark the ultimate limit of reality. Not a destruction within the universe, but the removal of the universe itself where nothing remains. Not even the stage on which existence once unfolded.